Hi everyone, it's Syrian Girl. With Bannon out of the White House along with Sebastian Gorka and Michael Flynn, the last voices against direct confrontation with Syria are no longer influencing Trump. The swamp has swallowed Trump. Since Bannon's ouster, there have been signs of an impending attack on the Syrian military, either by the US or Israel, possibly preceded by another false flag. Of course, the US is already illegally bombing and occupying northeast Syria, and there have already been some attacks on the Syrian army, but another might be on the way. Indications that there may be a chemical weapons false flag on the horizon are this photograph, which appears to be a Syrian insurgent instructing school children on how to act as corpses in a fake gas attack. The photograph was posted on this insurgent's Twitter account. The white helmets also makes an appearance at the school, and their fakery has been long documented. Secondly, the media have been drumming up fake stories about chemical weapons. This is a headline from Reuters suggesting the United Nations intercepted a North Korean shipment of chemical weapons to Syria. This is of course fake news. If you read the fine print, it wasn't the UN at all, but anonymous independent UN experts, whatever that means. Furthermore, the article states that they have no detail on what the shipment contained or when and where it even occurred. Nevertheless, facts did not get in the way of a good propaganda story. Springboarding off this story is another story by the Daily Beast, trying to lump not only North Korea and Syria together, but sticking Iran in there too. Is there room for Russia and China? Another indication is the White House made a recent statement about how the world should not forget the chemical weapons attack in Syria. Recall how US Ambassador Nikki Haley said that anyone attacking the Syrian people with chemical weapons can be assured that the US would blame Assad without any evidence required, setting the stage for further false flag attacks. But even if there isn't a false flag chemical attack, the US or Israel may still attack the Syrian army regardless. An indication that there will be an attack on Syria by Israel is the fact that Israel's President Netanyahu met with Putin a few days ago and told him that he'd prefer ISIS to win rather than Syria and Iran. He then said that he would unilaterally attack Syria to prevent that from happening. If you've been following my channel for a while, you'd be aware that Israel has been helping terrorists in Syria's Golan Heights for years. Here's one such terrorist thanking Israel for its life-saving aid. It's also possible an attack on Syria may come from the United States. The Syrian army is approaching the liberation of Deir ez-Zor, which has been under siege by ISIS for years. One of the previous times the US attacked the Syrian army was in Deir ez-Zor, while they were simultaneously being attacked by ISIS. If the Syrian army reaches Deir ez-Zor city, this will be problematic for the US's plans to balkanize Syria. In fact, the US have been trying to slow down the Syrian army's progress to allow the Kurds to steal more Syrian land. They've been making deals with ISIS to allow them to leave Raqqa and move towards Deir ez-Zor, adding pressure on the Syrian military. Russia has been bombing these ISIS convoys, however. In 2012, I predicted on this channel that the US would create a false flag chemical attack in Syria to justify an invasion. After the attack, in August 2013, in an interview with Alex Jones, I said that I doubted Obama would attack Syria. It would be more likely that he would disarm Syria of chemical weapons, because the US never attacks or invades a country if they have weapons of mass destruction. This is exactly what happened, and Syria gave up its chemical weapons. In 2014, in an interview with Vice News, I said, quote, "Now I predict that the US is going to claim that Syria has not completely disposed of its chemical weapons, and use that as an excuse to airstrike army positions, possibly after another smaller chemical weapons attack is set up. This is going to be a similar scenario to the lead-up of the Iraq War in 2002. I believe the US will start airstriking the Syrian military as well as Al-Qaeda-linked rebels, effectively attacking both sides of the war. This is exactly what transpired in April this year. Now, I'm not psychic, but I know how the US deep state works. They're following the script they used in Iraq. Why change it? Barely anyone notices anyway. Thank you for watching. Be aware that YouTube has been censoring some of my old videos, and they're rolling out new rules that will further stifle the truth. Regardless, I promise to continue fighting the good fight here on YouTube, so long as they will let me. So please subscribe for more videos.